Hello everyone, welcome back once again, and now we're going to learn about the background. Actually, we already applied a background color for our style. You can take a look over here that we applied yellow green in here, but we have more things to do with the background. Suppose one of your client told you to add an image instead of background color, then what you will do? You can do that very easily. And there are lots of things for doing with the background, and we are going to learn these things in right now. Okay, let's get back to our Visual Studio. Okay, so I am clicking in the style.css, and right now we are going to learn how you will apply the background image instead of background color. So therefore I want to use the comment, and you need to know what is commenting in CSS or in HTML. Actually, CSS comments are not displayed in browser, but it will help you for understand or for help you to work inside the editor. So I don't want to delete this entire line number 3. I want to keep these things, but this background color, this declare will not be present in our main site. That's why I want to use the comment. And for commenting in CSS, you have to type the slash sign, and then you have to type star mark. This is our opening commenting sign, and where you want to close your comment, you have to place the cursor in there. Then you have to type star, and then you have to type slash. Okay, you can take a look. This entire line now turned into green color. That means only this line are commented. That means this line remain in our style sheet, but this style is not will be applicable for the design. So let me save these things. So you can take a look. Our background color just removed, and right now we have the default background color because we commented the background color in here. That means this line is inactive right now. Okay, so instead of background color, I want to apply an image. So for adding the image, you just have to type background image, and then you have to type URL. Okay, URL, and inside the bracket you have to type the name of the image, which image you want to place in your background. So you can take a look. We already have an image directly to our HTML and CSS folder, and the name of our image is nature.jpg. So I want to use this nature.jpg, this image, and then you have to save this style sheet. Okay, now let's take a look in our browser, and you can take a look. Instead of white background, we have the image as our background image. So this is how you will apply the image to your background. And if you want to apply any images from any folder, in that case you just have to type the folder name in here. As like I have a folder and the name of my folder is images. You have to type the name of folder, then you have to type slash, and inside the images folder, what image you have to write the name of the image. So as an example, I have dress.jpg. This image is present inside this images folder, so I'm selecting this one just for showing you, and let me save these things. Now the image will be changed, and you can take a look. The image is just changed. Okay, so I don't want to use this images folder. I want to use this nature.jpg file. That's why I am writing nature.jpg, and I'm saving it, and here is the output. Right now we are going to learn about how to size the background image, and therefore you have to declare background size, this option, and then you have to type cover. Okay, and once you are done, you just have to save the file, and here is our output. So you can take a look. Let me delete these things, and once you type colon, then you will have different type of option like content, cover, inches, centimeters. So whatever you need, you can set up it from here. So I want to go with the auto just for showing you, and let me save it, and here is the preview as like before. So this is how you will set the size of the background or background image. Okay, right now we're going to learn about the background position. So for background position, you just have to declare the background position here. So as an example, I'm deleting this background size in here, and I'm writing background position. So here is the background position, and you will have different type of option for placing the background position. So as an example, I'm just selecting this center option, and let me press Ctrl and Save button from my keyboard, and here is the output. So here is the output. So whatever you need, you just have to practice with different type of options they're providing. So whatever you fit for your images, you just have to pick the right one. Okay, so let me delete this entire line. Okay, now I want to apply how you will fix the text background color. This is really important. Okay, let me save this file and let me get back to our details.html file. Okay, so as an example, I am going to take 3 heading in here. Likewise, heading 5, h5, and inside h5 I am just typing this lorem. I'm just taking a dummy word. Again, I'm taking h5 and I'm doing the same things, and again I'm taking h5 and I'm taking this dummy text. Okay, so let me save it, and you can take a look. I have total 3 line in here, and this text are with h5, that means heading 5 style. But now I want to apply the division for this text, and for division you have to use the div style. So you have to declare this div style in your style.css in this file. So for div, I want to declare for div, and inside the curly bracket I want to type background color red. Okay, so let me save these things. So for div, I declared background color will be red, and I want to declare in here, that means I want to make a division in between these 3 lines. So as an example, I want to make the division for the second and third. That's why I'm writing this div tag in here, and I am closing the div tag in here, and let me save it. And now you can have the difference. So I use the division, and for division style I applied the red color for the background color, and that's why it's applied inside this division tag, and we got the red background color for our second heading and for the third heading. So this is how you will apply the division for text background. Okay, one more thing you need to know, that is how you will reduce the opacity of this division. So actually this div tag is using for a divide, and this is specially using for making the sections. So if you need to reduce the opacity of any specific division, then what you will do, you can do that very easily. For reducing the opacity, but before that you need to check the opacity. Right now we have 100% opacity, and it seems very strong in here. So if you need to reduce the opacity of the division, likewise the text color or opacity of text, then what you will do, you can do that very easily. You just have to type opacity, and then you in here in between the semicolon and colon you have to type the opacity percentage. As an example, I want to write 50%. Okay, let me save it. And you can take a look, our opacity of the text and our opacity of the background color are reduced. So this is how you are going to use the division, and this is how you will apply the opacity. So if you need to increase the opacity, you can do that very easily. Okay, so we learned lots of things about the background, and now we are going to learn about the borders.